Nice. Actually, we're live. We're live and direct.
We are live on YouTube.
Planet Planet Comedy, where you get to the music. All right. All right.
This one was on. I wish I was a dancing flower. You know what? I just.
And I am a golden idiot because I went the wrong way. I was supposed to go that way. This is stupidity at its most grandiose. Live in the Ritz. Yes. Hello.
Hello, Hector.
It's Planet Comedy with HEC and KRIS.
Yes. Hector and Chris.
It's Planet Comedy live with HEC and KRIS. How much coffee have we been drinking?
Not enough.
Oh yeah, hey, here's to El Chapo.
El Chapo.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't know that was going to happen.
El Chapo, como se dice, se jodió. That is Los Batman with their rendition of Siempre. That's, when you hear that, and you're tuning in, this is clearly a decision that you've made on your own. We can't be responsible for that.
We have no.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, and.
This lamp is not like us. I think that this lamp wanted to be one of those dancing flowers and it just didn't make the cut.
It didn't make the cut. This lamp hates us.
Maybe the batteries are dead in the remote.
It's gonna start again. I need a second one. I must
Yeah,
stop
yeah,
it.
Let's start dancing again. The big island.
Oh man. No, stop it. Oh, Jesus. Whew.
That's not good when that happens in the food store when you're watching something on YouTube and you think
Yeah.
you shut it off.
Yeah.
And then it starts playing again, and you're like, where's that noise coming from? Who's talking? The batteries are probably dead in that remote.
I noticed something also. I was at my local supermarket. First off, Planet Comedy with HEC and KRIS.
With a K.
With a K. KRIS with a K.
Feminize it.
Yes, and HEC with the C at the end. I don't know why I had to say that. But anyway.
Cheers. To Sunday. To coffee drinking. We actually drinking coffee.
We're drinking coffee.
Not vodka like the other people do on TV shows. Or water. I don't know. What do they drink in there? Everything?
Actually, in those TV shows, it's usually hot water.
Hot water? Oh, to keep the phlegm from building up in their throats so they don't choke to death
So,
when they start
well,
screaming.
no, to prevent. Yes, hi, I'm so happy to be here. You don't want to spit. Imagine if you start laughing and a loogie just accidentally flies out and like it lands on the.
That happened at the comedy show last night. Somebody was saying a joke, and I was up in the front, and I literally watched this spitball in slow motion. At least it was slow motion in my world. Come flying out. I won't see which comic it was. Come flying out of the comic's mouth and land on the lady in the front, and she saw it.
It landed on her where?
Yes.
On her face?
It landed close to her face, and I was just like, is she gonna go like this? If somebody, like, I'm sorry, but if somebody spits in your face while they're talking, I'm going to wipe because I know that you saw it.
Okay. If somebody spits in your face, if I'm having a conversation and someone spits in my face, I gotta be honest with you. It's like football. Okay, wait.
Right, let me wipe your spit off my face.
Unnecessary moisture.
Oh my God.
This is. Anyway, so.
Is that why you had that here? So if we did any dirty conversation,
yes.
you could clean your hands?
We might be.
No, you have to be hanging with the crap.
Today's episode is brought to you by Poop Flingers. If you need to fling poop at people who've been flinging poop at you, okay, I'm not mentioning names, okay, but if you've been flinging poop, Chang, 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 okay? This is the fun way of flinging poop. It stretches. You put it on your finger and you stretch it. And
Can you
it's
do
a
a demonstration?
no, I don't want to open these. These are my poops.
Why didn't you buy another one? Where did you get the poop? I'll give you $1. I want one.
Yeah, for $1, it's 25 cents a poop. They got the poop has little faces on it, right? And then you stretch it, you shoot it at someone, and then it makes for a great story at the emergency room.
I
They're trying to
wonder if it
get
hurts.
this. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because if you fling this at somebody's face and it gets them in the eye, it's just going to be hours and hours of laughter in the emergency room.
Shit face, shit face, room 3.
Look, I didn't know that shit was gonna blind you. What happened? It was the poop flingers. He accidentally swallowed it and boom.
You got something right there. Oh, it's just the fake poop.
Could you
It's not
imagine-
real, don't worry.
If you shoot it and somebody accidentally gets it in their throat,
Ooh,
he was
like right
survived
down
by
their
his
throat,
wife
yeah.
and 2 kids and the kids,
My
although
God.
the kids they love their free poop flingers.
My God, I can't believe that even exists. And somebody's making money off of that. I just
Yeah.
like, what else
I
do you
can't-
do with your time?
I can't believe that I got my wife to agree to buy me. I acted like a little kid.
You're a full grown man. You
I
have
put it in the
$1 in
thing.
your pocket. You didn't. I have to touch the poop now. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You couldn't just say I'm buying this and put it in your car like I'm
Should
a
we?
man.
Should we do something?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? This is like
Where
a
did you
YouTube
get the
video.
poop so I know where to get it?
Actually, this is like a YouTube video.
Kind of thing, too.
This is unboxing poop flingers. Okay, where the hell do we get this?
I have to. All right, I'm gonna let you shoot me with the poop because I want to see if it hurts.
Did you ever think this morning when you woke up that you would be saying
No.
a sentence? I want to see you shoot me with the
But that's
poop.
what makes me get out of bed in the morning so I can get shot with poop.
Where else except Planet Comedy with HEC and KRIS?
A live demonstration. I think the
Okay.
viewers need a live demonstration.
Okay, now which one do you want? Do you
This
want
one,
the angry poop? Ooh, the winking poop.
the winking poop. I want to see if it hurts.
I have sleeping poop and then shocked poop. But this one looks more like a poop emoji.
Would you
Right?
imagine that's your job? Can you make a smiley face on this shit here, please?
My daddy made flinging poop. My granddaddy made flinging poop. We've been a long family history of making flinging poops. I make flinging poop, and you're gonna be a poop flinging poop
Daddy,
maker.
no! Daddy, no! I wanted to be a dancer,
No! You're gonna make flinging poop.
but I'm a dancer!
Flinging poop is in our family's blood.
But I'm a dancer, Daddy!
And then-
It's probably the same people that paint the tip of the white dildos pink.
Jesus. No, but the thing is, there's no instructions, but it gives you a picture demonstration of how you gotta put it on your thing and you gotta stretch it. And, okay, poop flingers, gross gag. Okay?
Like a whoopee cushion. Remember?
Yes.
They gotta put the ha 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 ha
You gotta
ha
put
ha ha.
ha 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 ha. This is as, you have to make sure you ha ha this much
Right,
as
this
they're
is
kicking
a
your
joke.
ass.
It's a joke, yeah.
As they're kicking your ass for flinging this shit at
Right.
them.
It's
Okay.
just a joke. It's just a joke. Remember
Okay.
whoopee cushions back in the day? Did you have one?
Yeah, of course.
I
definitely.
did.
I
I
might
used
have
it
one
and I broke
upstairs.
it.
Yeah.
I
Well, I
broke
might still have.
I love those things.
Those
though.
are awesome,
The things,
yeah.
fart sounds. I teach the kids on my bus how to make
You know,
fart
this one
sounds.
Ruby is straight down 110.
Ruby is.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed in there.
Oh, yeah?
No.
You got kicked out of Ruby's?
Yeah.
Okay, now we have to talk about this. How do you get kicked out of Ruby's?
I got kicked out of Ruby's for telling somebody how to make like gory makeup using just regular household items. They didn't like that.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you gotta
And they told me to
understand.
get out. But that was years ago, and I've gained a substantial amount of weight since then, so they probably wouldn't remember me. Unless I have a picture in the back.
I got a great idea. How about you don't tell people cheap alternatives to the shit that's all around them? That's what you did. I'm just saying.
I am a special effects makeup artist, and I flat out refuse to buy pre-made scars
No, that's not
to
what-
use on the dead bodies, okay?
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, okay, you got this knowledge, and that's fantastic. In fact, that's good to know because if we ever need to do a sketch or whatever, boom.
Tell me in advance because I have an extensive makeup kit,
And you know that. But what I'm saying is this.
but I will be using toilet paper.
At no point in time do you go inside a place where a good chunk of their revenues comes from the shit that's on the walls to get the very effects that you're telling people, don't buy this shit. Do it
cheaply with thirst, and you're gonna get kicked out.
I was hitting on the guy. I was hitting on him. I wanted him to invite me to his house and be like,
You
hey,
know
did
what's
you
the
do
best
it?
thing about Ruby's?
What?
They have a parking lot. And you could have talked to the guy, all that shit in the parking lot where you can't get thrown out of.
Well, I mean, I'm sure that they'll forgive me.
If you're on a show called Planet Comedy, at some point we're gonna need to go to Ruby's.
Okay, I can go in there. I'm sure that they're not, you know. I'm
Could
sure
you
it's probably
imagine?
just for the day.
We go into Ruby's and
Yeah.
get out! Okay.
I'm like, excuse me? No. A
you're
lot
the-
of things have changed since then. I'm sure.
You're the only
I can get away
person
with it.
that I know that.
I'm not allowed in the library either.
Okay, how do you get banned from the library? I gotta hear this.
I didn't pay my fines for the books that were late.
Okay.
And I refused to
how
turn
much
my
are
mother
fines?
in. I don't know. Probably a lot.
What are you probably allowed?
I took a cheerleading book and I wrote cheers and I forgot to give them back. So that book, I mean, I'm sure that book is not relevant to today, but I didn't bring it back, so. I don't know how much the book costs. I mean,
Okay, let's tabulate. What year was this?
oh my God, when was I the captain of the PAL cheerleading team? The captain of the PAL cheerleading team? Okay,
Stop.
let's take it back to 1994. No, 1994, 1995. This bitch right here.
$3 million.
$3 million for a cheerleading book from the 1970s, but guess who? You know, I was not. And I got the captain position with most of those cheers in that book, so.
Wow. So, okay, so you reaped all the benefits. Now, what happened to all the other captains, future captains of the cheerleading? They didn't get their chance because that book was gone.
Oh well. I had the advantage. Today cheerleaders don't actually do cheers other than just like.
Actually, they're all jumping and
Yeah, they do.
flipping
Yeah, you
and
have to be a
falling
gymnast.
and-
I'm glad I got out when I did. You have to be a gymnast in order to be a cheerleader. Then I could barely do a cartwheel.
There's a show.
Actually, I can still do a split.
You know, there's a show on Pluto TV. It's all about Pluto
About
TV.
cheerleaders?
About cheerleaders. There's a
I
whole
love it.
channel dedicated, and the thing is, it's 24 hours.
Yeah, it's
This
kitty. It's
cheerleading
disgusting
show.
murder porn.
And the thing is, every so often, I like to tune in only to count the gay guys. And every so often you'll see that one cheerleader dude that's not gay. And he's doing it because he wants to hold girls' asses in his hand like this. Because that's what they do. It's like, what the hell? You're a bicycle seat. Somebody that thumb is like the banana seat.
Oh, bicycle seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally cool for you to touch that ass too. Actually, we had two or
It's
three.
like football players that have to put their finger and right
Yeah.
in the right on the gooch. You know the gooch? That's the little bit between the
It's called a chode.
the
Chode for anybody anyone over 30. It's called a chode.
It's called a chode, and not as in, hey dude, stop being a total chode, brah.
No one's ever said that.
Oh yeah.
No.
Every freaking 80s movie after oh, I'm sorry.
Chode.
Yeah, there'll be a total
I
chode.
I never heard that.
Yeah,
Before.
that was like Valley Talk back in the day.
Oh well,
Oh my God, there goes one back in the day.
I gotta get my prop for that. I'm gonna have props too.
Yeah.
I got a whole plan for you.
Props.
Don't worry.
Don't do too many jokes if it involves a lot of props. Nobody wants to be Carrot Top.
Carrot Top. I've never
Yeah.
seen Carrot Top.
No, but you need to see The Amazing Wit.
Okay.
The Amazing Wit is Carrot Top's bit before Carrot Top took it.
Carrot Top was actually hot back in the day. He's not now.
He's
but
never been hot.
He had a nice body.
No.
I mean, if you put a bag
No.
over his head, he had a nice body.
Once he got to Vegas,
I
maybe
think
he
he
was a
was
little
hot.
hot because he was walking outside. But that's it. The guy was never hot.
That's a good one. That's a good one. We actually had 3 very hot cheerleader dudes in my high school. 3 of the hottest guys.
And 2 of them own a bookstore in Vermont.
No. Actually, I don't know what happened to them. Well, I know what happened to one of them, but the other 2, I don't know.
Yeah, what happened to one of them?
Well, he's just,
Yeah.
fell into the, no.
He wasn't gay. He was straight.
Yeah, 3
Oh, so
straight
he-
guys,
so he
very
was
hot.
there.
Yeah, hell
He
yeah.
was there just for the.
Yep. 'Cause the cheerleaders back in the day,
Did you know if they got to any of the cheerleaders while they were there?
I'm sure they did. We were savages. Girls in the 90s, we were savages. We took what we
Oh, I got news for you. Girls in the 80s.
Mean Girls Suck
Girls
was
in the
our whole
70s.
anthem.
Girls in the 70s and 80s because I had that little cusp.
Can we have a 70s versus 90s girl like dance off?
The big difference, honestly, is the girls in the 90s were a lot more groomed. Girls in the 70s.
Oh yeah, because it was not. Well, you had no choice.
It was like everybody. It was honestly, it just looked like everybody was walking around with
They
big
beat
overalls.
they beat it into us that we
Yeah.
needed to shave off every single piece of hair we had in our body, and we did. We shaved the hair underneath our necks. We shaved the hairs on our fingers.
You know,
We shaved the hairs on our chest.
whenever I'm gonna go out,
What?
my wife attached me with a razor to get my neck here. Oh, it's
Oh, I
before.
can't stand that. Ugh.
Really?
One thing, no, ew.
I never know.
No. One
Nobody
thing I
ever
can't
says
stand
anything,
is
but everybody
ungroomed
hates
hair.
that.
No, hell yeah. When a guy has his hair and the hair that's
Yeah,
here,
the
that's
back hair,
no,
That looks like a big hairy 11.
no. Has to go. Nope.
Really?
2 seconds, gone.
Guys, now you know.
Ooh, no. I do not like men that do not shave their face.
All
Okay,
right.
so I can see everything. Because I feel like if you have a beard, you're hiding something.
Yeah, usually it's soup.
Yeah. I mean,
I mean, come on. I mean, wouldn't you like to know everything that guy ate in the past 12 hours? That you should go up and give him a kiss?
if that was the case, I could just go into the bathroom after he takes his shit and take a wild guess. Oh, gee, what did he have for breakfast? Eggs.
That's a talent. I'm just, yuck.
I can tell that you've been cheating on your diet. I can smell the McDonald's. Did you have to have that shake?
I can, that's when they know you too well. Now, getting back, hey, you remember Poop Fingers?
That's why I'm bringing
That's our
it
new-
up. I'm waiting
that's
for the
our new
package to be
sponsor.
open so I can be
Okay.
the pink.
It says if your poop flingers get dirty and grimy, because nobody wants dirty and grimy poop.
We need to mail this someplace.
Simply wash with soap and water. You need to wash your poop with soap and water.
Is that
Yeah.
gonna get it clean? Wow.
Yeah. Do not aim at eyes or face, other people or animals. So who are you aiming this at?
If anybody flings poop, is there shit on the teeth? Oh my god.
Oh, there's shit on the teeth.
Yeah, the more we get, it also says do not eat. Does it say do not eat the shit?
Choking hazard, small parts, not for children under 3 years, but it says here 5 plus.
Right. 4 count is if we
4
can't count.
because in case you can't count the 4 poops, and it's gross because it tells you that it is gross, and it does not say do not eat. No, you
So
can
we
eat
can
this.
eat
Yeah, you can eat it.
Alright, let's eat it and pretend to have something horrible happen to us. And
Okay.
then we can sue them.
And it's made in Yiwu, China, which means
It's toxic.
oh yeah, this will kill you if you eat this,
Yeah.
guaranteed. But there's an 800 number
Should we call it?
to report the bodies.
Should we call and be like, oh my god.
Oh my God! Somebody flung this poop
That's why
at
it's
me.
$1 because it doesn't have a disclaimer on there that says don't eat it.
Don't eat it. Yeah, that's the best snack. We're gonna have to unbox the poop. We're gonna have to unbox the poop. I knew this was gonna be good radio. I just knew it.
Oh my god.
Where-
Oh, what a fake out. I thought they were solid.
They're hollow poo.
Well, how else are they gonna stretch?
It's hollow poo. We can have a little poop theater.
Wait. Put it in your finger like this.
Oh shit. Wait.
Are you
whoa,
kidding
whoa,
me?
Time out. It says don't point at other people or animals. Stop it. I'm a person or animal. Stop it.
How are we gonna know if it hurts?
Stop
or
it.
not? Oh, are you serious right now?
Stop it. Okay. That is not cool.
Alright, hit me in the arm with the poo. I can take
I'm
it.
not sure I want to do this. Okay, I'm gonna.
Okay.
Do you want to
What
get hit
do you
with
like
sleepy
for?
poo or poo face poo?
That one. Right in the arm.
Poo
I
face-
want to see if it hurts.
Oh, it's sticky like poo. Not that I know what poo feels like. I'm just.
Oh my god. Ow.
You see, you're doing it. It's like
Okay.
the
Alright.
more I stretch it,
Alright. No, stretch it that far.
Oh, I just hold it right up to your arm. You see?
Okay, alright,
You're
do
doing the same
it.
thing.
I gotta see if it hurts. Alright, do
No,
it.
this is wrong.
It's not wrong.
It's wrong.
I'm afraid of this shit. Just do it real quick.
Oh,
Did you do it?
It backfired.
Oh, come on, man.
I shot myself with poop.
Didn't hurt at all.
All right, fine. Go ahead.
Alright.
Do your worst.
Alright. 1, 2, 3. Oh! I
Back-
shot myself
She
with it.
shot herself with poop.
Alright.
Okay. Oh, she's getting up for this. Okay, hang
I'm
on.
getting up so I can get the maximum torque.
This is
Ready?
This is like
One,
poop fiction.
2, 3.
Oh, that's it.
Because it goes back to its original shape by the time it hits you.
Oh,
So it
and
bounces
just
off.
bounces off.
It bounces off and just lands with it's totally innocent.
Boys and girls, this is great.
But we were chickens doing that.
Yes, if you want to terrorize your pets, I'm gonna get a hold of the dude later with this.
Oh, he's not gonna like that. What if he eats it real quick? What if he turns around and
Then it's gonna come out of his butt with a face, and I'll just like leave it in front of somebody's house, and they're like,
oh my wow, you should do that. You know
he
what?
just birthed the poop.
These would be much better suited if we just left it on someone's doorstep. Just like walk up to someone's house and just be like,
Oh my God, no. The people from South Park need to get paid.
howdy-ho! That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Mr. Pooh.
Mr.
Mr.
Hanky.
Howdy. Mr.
Hanky. Oh my God,
You're
you're
talking
horrible.
shit? I am.
Yeah.
I am horrible. This poop looks like it's very disappointed in life.
Okay, this we can actually do like let's see. Ooh, yeah, see.
Which
we
one's
can
the
do a
mom? Like a
public
family, the
service.
shit
You
family.
see, winky face, right? All of a sudden, sees little shocked face and says, "Hey, baby, looking good." Cat calling is wrong. See, shocked.
Right. Catcalling is wrong, and then the two of them kiss, because this is a kissy face. The two of them kiss, right? And then they have.
This was shocked.
Right. Oh my
Because
God,
this is her husband of 6 years, and they have little poos, and
This
he's
is little poo.
yeah, and he's kissing other women, and this is horrible. This is some serious shit going down. This is.
Like, they're
Is
very
this-
sticky.
Does this stick against the wall? Let's find out.
Oh
Yes!
my God!
Yes! Sticky!
Yes!
The wall looks like it has leeches.
It's rolling down. Oh my God, it's rolling down.
Shit rolls down.
Is it leaving a mark on the wall?
Not if you hear my wife. No.
Holy crap! It's totally sliding down the wall.
Yeah. It's like those little sticky spikes. Remember those little sticky
Slappy hands? Like,
Yeah.
I used to love
No.
that. Oh my God.
See, you like hitting people with stuff. Yeah, you. No.
That's what we used to do back in the day. I used to wait up all night to get to the cereal box.
Okay, so wait, we have to give a rating on poop flingers. And,
What's the number?
And honestly, I give poop flingers two poops up. All right, so
And they're very easy to.
yeah,
I wish we made these ourselves because then we could sell them to people.
for $1 each.
More than that. You have to
Yeah.
upsell. $5.
$5 for poop.
What's the extra dollar for? There's only 4. Taxes. They're very sticky.
You don't hate freedom, do you, boy? You better pay your taxes.
Pay your taxes.
So I am so glad I bought poop flingers. And the funny thing is, when I showed this to my wife, she just looked at me. She just rolled her eyes. You know, she rolled her eyes so big as I heard them roll.
She rolled her eyes so far in the back of her head, she saw the memory of her first birthday.
She rolled her eyes so much it made Indiana Jones run. Okay, roll her eyes, the rock.
That's the only part that I remember from Indiana Jones.
Really?
I was a baby when that came out.
Okay, yeah. Actually, my favorite one was the third one with Sean Connery.
I wasn't allowed to watch Indiana Jones.
Why?
Because my mother was afraid that I would find the biggest rock, and because I used to like to act out scenes for movies. So my mother was
Oh,
afraid
you were that kid.
I was that kid. So my mother was afraid that.
Don't let her watch Thelma and Louise, otherwise
Oh
you
yeah,
go off
yeah.
a cart.
You know what? That is everyone's like, "Oh, Thelma and Louise, greatest movie." That is the biggest tragedy I've ever I've ever seen.
Why was
in
it a
my
tragedy?
life. Why would you commit suicide? You were defending yourself. The guy was trying to rape your friend and you killed him. So what? I'm sorry, that's wrong. And then they killed themselves. That's wrong.
But that's the ultimate. That's like the.
No.
That's honestly that is the female version of the Butch and Cassidy. Sundance.
Yeah, but I mean, what did they really?
Butch and
do?
Sundance. They came
So
out and they
well.
had all these guns on them, and they came out to run, and you know they were gonna get the shit killed.
I know.
But they
I
came
hate
out.
movies like that. I can't stand it. Like when you know that someone's gonna die.
Yeah.
And you know what? I also like to watch movies, like old movies.
So boy, I don't want to spoil it, but I guess you don't want to watch The Passion of the Christ.
I am not allowed to watch The Passion of the Christ.
Really, it's got a surprise
I
ending.
can't. I don't like to watch. I felt like that movie wasn't necessarily to be made.
Why?
Because it's wrong.
Why?
I
Why is
don't
it
want to
wrong?
see somebody get beat up.
And yet people pay all kinds of money.
I watched people walk down Old Country
MMA,
Road with crosses to get to the movie theater.
Wait, who takes a cross to a movie theater?
They
Down
were
in
walking,
front!
This guy was walking down, dressed as Jesus, down Old Country Road to get to the mall to watch the movie. It was horrible.
I'm
With
sorry.
all these people, it was a thing. It was like this big thing.
You know, I don't even put Spock ears. I'm gonna walk down with a big hunk of wood.
And I read the Bible. I read most of it anyway when I was a kid. Oh yes. Oh yes.
I had to read the Bible too.
That's why my mom was like, "You're not allowed out of the house because you."
Because you read the Bible?
That's how she got me to wear sandals. She told me, Jesus wears sandals. I did not want to wear sandals. When I was a kid, I always wanted to wear snow boots. Even in the summer, snow boots.
I would have said, Jesus, honestly, why didn't Jesus just like, poof, everybody has Converses, you know?
I think that I was barefoot too, walking down Old Country Road.
Yeah. He was barefoot?
Yeah, they really did it. Like, it was a big thing. Traffic was slowing down. I was trying to get to work on time, and I'm like, really? And I was like, oh, but it's Christ though.
Did they have the people like you know, following them and stuff, and the whole, were they singing and stuff?
I don't know. Probably not. But he was carrying the cross down to the movie theater.
Wow.
It was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Well, you know, that's a whole faith thing. I mean, I don't know. I would be the guy that's really, really upset. See, you don't want to be a dick about it, but if there's a guy sitting in front of you in a movie theater and he's got a big cross, like, sir, could you please just move the cross to the other side? No, please, just, you know, who brings a cross to the movie theater? Did they leave it outside?
I would think that they probably did have to leave it outside. I don't think you could bring something like that into the movie theater.
And what if, heaven forbid, you leave the cross outside, and here comes these three KKK guys. Like, hey, look, how convenient. And,
oh my God, yeah.
It's right there.
Yeah. Grab me that boy over there. Oh my God, can you imagine?
I'm just saying.
It's not leave New York.
They might have
something like that happening.
What? Oh, they got them out there too, you know.
Yeah, they're in Cold Spring Harbor.
Yeah. Oh, they're there? I didn't even know.
When I was delivering packages up there, this woman was nice enough to tell me to be careful because there's Klansmen up there. And I was like, okay, like, aren't most of you all Jewish up here? And she was like, yeah. She's like, but there are some Klans people up here. And I was like, oh, okay.
Wow.
Good to know. Well, they were like flyers left at people's houses.
Oh, that's nice. Like someone's gonna like change their mind. Oh, look.
I think that they just, I don't believe that they are up there. I just think that they didn't like, cause she was a lesbian, and they were living in a beautiful house, and I think that some people just don't like.
I don't know. You know, what people do in their bedroom is their business. Nothing to do with me. I'm just saying. That's just. I can't see what's the use in fact, usually they improve, like, because I've seen when they redo a house, it's like, it's nice. So if they redo a house, it kind of like brings up the value of your house.
I wanted to ask her like what, because obviously her wife made the money. I wanted to ask like, what does your wife do? Because she's telling me that she used to be a bus driver. Because like we got to talking and I was like, oh, you know, this is just my weekend job. She was like, oh, you want to come in and like use the bathroom? And I was like, no, I wasn't going there. And I was like, no, I'm okay. And then she told me that, you know, we got to talking and she said, oh, you know, I used to be a bus driver for the same company that I worked for. So that's how we got to talking.
And I was like, you looked at the house and you got hope. You're like, oh.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, maybe one day if I work literally 24 hours a day for the next 50 years of my life, I might be able to afford this house.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
The American dream.
No.
Yeah. But no, it's honestly though, I do like having grass under my feet. That's my biggest thing. And there's fewer hipsters out here.
For now.
Yeah, for now.
I'm actually looking to buy an
You think that
apartment.
hipsters are gonna come here?
Well, eventually, there's not a lot of people that are going to be able to come to, eventually it's going to get oversaturated. And when it gets oversaturated, everyone's going to come out here again, like it always has been. This is just a new generation of people.
Oh.
Because
that's
it's not really cheap to live in the city. It's not cheap to live in Brooklyn either.
So then what I'm gonna do then is I'll let the kids know, instead of selling lemonade stands, you know, maybe they can have like artisanal coffee stands.
Hey, no one's ever done that. The kids have never done that yet. Coffee's good.
Artisanal coffee.
Yeah, instead of doing lemonade, kids, sell coffee and iced coffee. You'll have a ton of customers and charge $5 like Starbucks does.
Yes, that's right. That's it.
I had to curse somebody out at Starbucks the other day.
Why?
Well, I went in there. I wanted decaf coffee,
Okay.
and she said, because since the surgery, I'm not really allowed to have caffeine, but I can sometimes.
Yeah.
And she said, "Oh, we don't have decaf coffee. We don't have the customers for that." Okay. I said, "Well, she doesn't even offer me anything else. She's just looking at me as if she's waiting for me to like get the fuck out of there because, you know."
Yeah.
So then she says, "Well, I just want to tell you that the lowest amount of caffeine is in this certain coffee." I used to work at Starbucks many years ago.
Wow.
So I had to give her a little coffee smackdown that that's not true.
Don't they have a decaf?
They have decaf espresso, but
Yeah.
now I had to spend $5-6 for a latte just so I could have decaf.
Oh.
But I couldn't. She's like, "Oh, we can brew you a whole thing." I'm like, I gotta get back to work, but I guess I'll just take a decaf.
Yeah.
A decaf, 2-pump sugar-free vanilla, non-fat latte. What is that?
Don't know.
I think it's the oven. With the
No,
sugar.
that's not the oven. That's not the oven.
What is that?
I really don't know. I don't know what that beeping is. We're gonna find out at some point what the hell that I'm just putting that
Is
out
it a
there.
fire alarm?
No, that's not a fire alarm. You know,
Oh my god.
I sure hope that isn't the run. Your house is gonna self-destruct in 20 seconds alarm.
Could you imagine? Oh my god. If that were the case, we would have no choice but to just live with that, I guess. I don't know.
Well, it'll be like Robert De Niro in the beginning of Casino. He's like floating up in the air, and the cars are exploding. You know.
That was definitely a very good opening sequence, but the best opening sequence is Apocalypse Now.
No, Saving Private Ryan.
Really?
Yeah, that movie opens up, and it's like you're 20 minutes in full throttle, Dolby stereo war. There's people looking for their limbs. Guys screaming for their mommies.
Oh boy, no. I can't even imagine any of that stuff.
Honestly, after I saw Saving Private Ryan, the first 20 minutes, gotta tell you, I was so messed up that I went to the nearest VFW and had a drink and felt like I belonged there. Just kidding.
Yeah, we gotta get the troops.
What?
I don't know, man. The troops, they definitely. I really hate saying the troops, the soldiers. Just God bless you, because I can't even begin to imagine what that must be like to see up in personal. It's like, oh wow, some guy just got his head blown off. Okay, just keep it moving.
You gotta keep moving. You gotta, yeah. Everybody's job is something there, but yeah, that's just. Well, I don't know. All I'm saying is, I don't think they would ever do another draft again. You think they might? I mean, if they do, I'm gonna become a Canadian travel agent.
Yeah, I don't think that'll ever happen, just because of the simple fact that, you know, I think that the people would put their foot down, especially with the generation of kids that we have now. It doesn't really seem like, you know, those are the types of people that are willing to do that.
I can't find myself not playing with poop.
There's a pile of shit on your table.
There's a pile of shit on the table. It's just.
So I have no work tomorrow. Tomorrow's President's Day.
Yeah, tomorrow is President's Day.
President's Day. Buy your mattresses. Get your cars.
Which presidents are we talking about? We're flinging
The dead
poop.
ones.
The dead ones. Well,
Who's your favorite president?
44.
I don't know who that is.
The 44th president. You don't know who's the 44th president? That almost. Are you done with your quote?
No, what? Oh my god.
I almost got a 3-pointer.
The 44th president was Barack Obama.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do know Barack Obama. Oh my god. Ew. I should get these for my cat.
No, they'll probably eat that shit. No, God forbid.
He ate my tulips. My sister bought me purple tulips for Valentine's Day.
Hmm.
And she put them in a bag on my door.
Yeah.
And I thought it was the homeless guy leaving them on my door. I never stuck my key in the lock so fast. I literally dove into my house, tripping over my cat with the flowers in my hand.
You got the coolest homeless guys in your neighborhood if you think that somebody left you flowers at your door and it was the homeless guy.
Oh my God. But then I realized, I put two and two together, why my sister sent me flowers and smiley faces. I was like, why is she sending me that? It's so weird. And then when I came home and then I put two and two together, I was like, oh, she's the one that left the flowers here and it's not the homeless guy.
Oh.
Thank God. The homeless ex-boyfriend. That's what I meant.
Yeah. Jesus. Okay.
Because that's like the perfect excuse for your ex-boyfriend to come back into your life is Valentine's Day.
No. You always step forward. You don't step back.
Oh, I would never go back.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. I mean, people decide what they want to do, but it's never ever recommended to go back. Like, because you know what happens. See, the human brain is a magnificent thing. It's like, and for your own self-preservation, as time goes on, it wipes away the little bad shit. The big bad shit stays in your mind.
Right.
But the little bad shit, it wipes it away. So next thing you know, a few years down the line, you run into that person like, why did I ever break up with that person? And then
all of a sudden it comes back.
About 12 hours later, you're like, oh, right. And then it's too late because then it's just never.
They've been brought back into your life again, and it's just, I don't know. My ex-boyfriend, that's why I don't listen to my messages, because he still leaves messages on my voicemail, and I'm like, oh.
How long ago?
We broke up this December, it'll be 5 years.
Wow, and he's still leaving messages?
5 years, oh my God.
Wow.
We've almost been broken up as long as we were together, because we were together for 7 years.
Yeah, that's not.
And he still calls me on the phone, and I'm like, dude, you need to leave me alone.
You need to change your number.
Yeah, that's true.
Just saying. Although, I'm one to talk. I have the same number.
Yeah, I don't want to get rid of my phone number because, he, still calls.
Yeah, I had a stalker. I had a stalker. And next that I had and it's getting embarrassing when you're a guy and you have to go and you put a police report against someone who's like 5'4".
It doesn't matter. A 5'4" person can still stab you or use a gun.
Well, I just couldn't. The person was scary. It really was. Yeah, not a good thing. Not a good thing.
How do you know that she left you alone? She could be watching us right now.
Oh no. Everything's all done. Everything's all done.
That's good.
Yeah, they found somebody.
Oh my God. That's scary. Like when you think about, that you could totally have somebody who's obsessed with you right now, watching your every move. I have no idea if any of them, because I had sent so many friend requests to people. I have no idea if any of them had made a fake profile and that's how they got on my page.
Wow.
But it's like, why would you want to sit up on my page? Like, I don't really talk to anybody on Facebook. Like, I talk to my friends.
But you can't even think like that. I mean, but then again, remember, we're in a business where it's like everybody's like, hey, dig me. We're trying to become famous anyway. Mm-hmm. You guaranteed you're going to attract somebody freaking weird. I mean, it happens to be.
That's true. And I really hope
I was in Palisades Mall with my wife. This was back when I was doing a show on RCR Radio. I was doing Rat Dog Radio on RCR Radio. And I'm talking to my wife. We were at Best Buy. And I'm talking to my wife. And I had my back to this guy because he was in the next aisle. And you know how you can look over the aisles?
Yeah.
So I'm talking to her. And all of a sudden she sees the guy. He's like, his head popped up and he looks at me. He approached me and asked me if I was on RCR Radio.
Right.
He recognized my voice. I said, yeah, okay, fine. Now, we talked a little bit. I'm like, thanks for listening. And we got the hell out of Dodge. Now, Palisades Mall is a pretty big mall. We're walking around the other side and the guy shows up again, asks me some more questions. They're like, okay, okay,
right.
Great. Now we go all the way upstairs where they have the ice rink. And I like watching
ice rink.
Yeah, they have an ice rink in Palisades Mall. They have a carousel in there, Ferris wheel.
Palisades Mall. Is that New Jersey?
No, that's
Upstate New York, right?
Upstate New York. That's right there.
I went on a date with a guy that had one leg at the Palisades Mall.
Well, he had a leg there. What was the rest of them?
You know what movie we saw?
No. You just realized how you said that sentence, right?
Oh, okay.
I was dating a guy who had one leg at Palisades Mall.
No. That's where I met him.
Where's the
That's
rest
where
of
I met him. I know. You know what movie we went to go see? And I picked
She
the
had a
movie.
boyfriend on installments.
We went to go see Saw.
And he had one leg.
And I did not realize what I did, you know what I mean? Like, because he was like, oh, you could pick the movie, and Saw was out. So I was like, oh, okay. So that's what I went to. I was like, oh, we'll go see Saw.
You might have there with one leg, watch a guy cut his foot off.
I realized I never cringed so much in my life. Sitting in the movie theater during this, I've never told anybody this, okay? Never told anybody this. Because as I was sitting there, and like before we went to go see the movie, he made some comment, like it was the best thing. He had this, we were sitting in his car, and I was like, oh my God, I'm probably gonna get killed. I was sitting in his car, and he asked me what kind of underwear I was wearing.
Whoa.
And I was like, black ones? Like, not even realizing that's probably like,
why would
like,
you answer that question?
I didn't know. And then, like, he said something else, and then he was like, oh, so I guess I'm not going to get a blowjob tonight. And I was like, okay.
Wow, hey, good guess.
Right, like, wow. And then, like, I looked at him from, like, the side. I was looking at him from the side, and I saw this piece of hair, like, sticking out his forehead. And so I went to go, like, brush it away, because I'm stupid.
And he went and grabbed your
No,
hand?
it was attached. It was like a long piece of hair that had grown out of the middle of his forehead. And I went to the movie.
Where did you find this guy?
MySpace.
Oh my God, MySpace.
So then we went on the date. And we went to go see Saw or whatever like that. And then like towards the end, he was like, "Oh, I'm still gonna see other people," and I was just like, "Okay."
No, I'm still trying to get blowjobs on the first
Right,
day
he's
in my
gonna try to get a
car.
blowjob in your Honda Civic. So I guess if I gave him the blowjob, I never would have seen Saw.
You never would have seen Saw?
Yeah, because he would have been like, "Okay, cool, thanks, get out."
Could you imagine if you would have pulled? Did you pull the hair?
And it just got stuck there.
Did you pull it and like let it go? And all of a sudden he said 12 different things.
Wow, I never told anybody about that date. I came back and Mom was like, "Oh, so how was it?" And I was like, "Oh, it was really nice." And then he said, "Oh, and then like a couple days later, like he messaged me and he was just like, "Oh, so I want to hang out with you again." And blah blah blah. And I'm like,
No,
he was weird. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna give you a blowjob. No,
wow, yeah, no, that's.
not happening.
Well, those are like that should be a top 10 list of things not to ask for on a first date.
That's pretty brazen, right? I would say that's brazen.
I would. That's just a little bit. That's beyond brash. That's just. I mean, okay. Wait a minute. Depending upon how the first date's going. Okay.
We literally met at the mall. We walked around because we were early because I lived on Long Island. He lived up in
So he saw
Monticello.
the movie Saw, and he got frisky.
He got frisky before we saw the movie.
Oh, so he was just automatically thinking.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get something before we actually went to go see the movie.
Before he spends the money.
Right.
Oh.
He didn't pay for my ticket.
Okay. Let me explain something.
Okay. I don't have a dad, by the way. Just as a disclaimer.
Okay. Let me explain something. When you're on a date, usually the young man is the one that pays.
Oh.
Yeah. Kind of a fucked up system. Some people don't like it. Some people don't like but it's up to you if you want to go Dodge or something like that. But usually it's customary that the guy pays.
He did not pay for my ticket.
Didn't pay for your ticket?
No.
Wow. Yeah, no. That's just MySpace is not a good place to.
No.
Yeah. There was a lady cab driver from Jersey that tried to hook up with me from MySpace.
Oh my God. And then I met another guy on MySpace.
She showed up with her cab at New York Comedy Club.
Oh my God.
She had a big red cab and it had all kinds of writing on the side and shit. And I was like, oh, and she had her friend Her friend was in the back seat. Her friend was like, "Hi." And
Are you a comedian? Can you make us laugh?
Tell me a joke.
Yeah, guys, let me just tell you something really nasty. When you make a girl laugh really hard, she pees. Okay? So take that home and smoke it. You're not making her, you are literally making her wet.
Or pee. I never thought of that. You know how many women I make laugh in a room once?
A lot of them pee, especially if they've had children. They pee when they laugh.
I did not know that. Yet another reason to really enjoy being a guy. It's...
Well, if you had a watermelon come shooting out of your penis at some point, I think you'd probably have a little bit of leakage too.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. If the fate of mankind was up to men having kids, we wouldn't be here.
Please, God, let me live to see that. I would love to see the first pregnant man. I mean, that would be... I don't think men would have the patience to carry children. I really don't.
Yeah, no. Honestly, the average guy would be looking for a flight of stairs. That's
really? Oh my God! Wait. There was a scientific movie about. I think it was on this. No, I don't remember where I saw. I don't know if I rented it, but there was these cookies that these guys ate, and they became pregnant from eating it, and they gave birth to like these creatures that came out of their ass. It was crazy as they all needed these chocolate chip cookies that they were given. I don't remember the name of the movie. Oh my God!
Wow.
Yeah, but they were eating these chocolate chip cookies that they were given to by scientists. The guy was like, "Oh, I know how you feel. You're getting a pain right here, right?" And then he actually like went into birth. They became pregnant, and then he gave birth in the bathroom, and this like blue thing like shot out of his ass, and like he picked it up and put it inside a fish tank and raised it.
What movie was this?
Let's find out.
Let's find out.
We'll Google it.
Boy, that sounds like a... Are you sure that's not a trauma movie?
No.
Like the Toxic Avenger?
No. Okay, guys...
Guys eat cookies, get pregnant,
movie.
Shoot blue people out of their ass. They're giving birth to anally birthed Smurfs, basically. Little blue people, you said?
I think it was a blue creature.
La 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 la.
Pregnant from eating cookies.
So that means Gargamel wants to eat shit.
Gargamel.
With that
My
cat.
sister used to have a crush on Gargamel.
I'm learning so much about your sister that I wish I didn't.
Okay, it's called The Immaculate Conception of Little Dizzle.
Yeah.
I don't remember being called that.
The Immaculate Conception of Little Dizzle. For shizzle, my nizzle.
2009 it came out. It must have a new title.
Oh, what?
It must have a new title.
Oh.
After losing his job, Dory is forced to become a janitor. He and his group of cast-off co-workers soon find themselves being used as unwitting guinea pigs by a corrupt cookie company. Quirky, humorous, and dark, David Russell's feature debut is a stylized imitation meaning. Okay, so yeah, that's the guy that gave birth. Ooh, Natasha Lyonne is in it. I love her, Natasha.
Who's Natasha Lyonne?
Oh, please, really? I'm a cheerleader. I love that movie.
Who's that?
She's in Russian Doll right now on Netflix. I love her.
Oh, she's in Orange is the New Black.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
That doesn't even look like her.
That's her. I love her. She's the best ever.
Yeah, Russian.
Yeah, this guy totally shoots a thing out of his ass.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, he gives birth.
Now, wow. My wife and I, we actually just finished. We just finished binge watching Umbrella Academy.
What was that about? Because I didn't.
That's about some kids. Okay, that's about some kids. That's you know how Carl Burnett had this one.
Yeah.
Me and my wife were. Let me take a look at this one. So anyway, we saw.
It should be.
You are the world's worst mind. That you just described every single visit to Taco Bell ever.
Oh my God.
And there goes another visit to Taco Bell.
Oh my god. That's how it happens. Oh, I burned dinner. I gotta go to Taco Bell. We had Taco Bell for lunch. So what? Let's go. I used to eat a lot of Taco Bell.
Oh my god, I can't. Every time, if honestly for me, it's same thing with White Castle.
20 burgers is not enough.
The last time.
No idea.
The last time I ate at Taco Bell, I couldn't crap right for about maybe 3 weeks.
It just goes right through me.
It just all.
I just sit right on the toilet. It just goes right through you.
Honestly, it's just cut out the middleman. Just throw your money in the toilet bowl.
Basically. But that, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just, I mean, even when I used to come back from the clubs back in the day, I used to stop at the White Castle. I used to live in West Hampstead.
Oh, but you see, nobody's making good decisions after the club.
I used to eat 40
It's either in the
cheeseburgers.
motel or in the restaurant, but no one's making good decisions.
That's true, because we could dance literally all night long.
Yeah.
I mean, and White Castle was open 24 hours, so I would get 20 cheeseburgers, 2 things of chicken rings, and French fries.
Yeah. I used to do.
Fast forward to December 2017, weight loss surgery. There's why. Could never imagine doing that now.
No.
I can't even get one of those burgers now.
And I always wondered, what part of the chicken is a ring?
Whose job is it to sit there with the cookie cutter like, hey, chickie?
No, that's formed by a machine. That's extruded.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they take the chicken and they drill a hole through it like.
You never seen the machine that makes McNuggets?
Yeah, I saw it.
It's pink slime.
It's disgusting.
It's a
Right, here's the pink slime, and they cook it, and then they cut it into dinosaur shapes, bread it, fry it, and that's what you feed your children every night. Great job, great parenting. Mm-hmm.
It's just fried.
I'm gonna give you a dinosaur-shaped chicken nugget for you to eat because dinosaurs.
Shut up! I bought that for my kids. I bought that for my kids.
Well, you come from that generation where it was okay to have bologna and cheese sandwiches with high C and Little Debbie every day. It was great.
Yeah.
Hence, weight loss surgery.
Yeah. And I had the parents that made you clean your plate. Clean your plate.
I remember distinctively my weight issues began not from my parents, from my sister. We were eating this bowl of this plate of pasta. And I can remember this. We were in Florida. I remember this clear as day. In Florida.
Okay.
Me and my sister on the thing. And we were eating the pasta. And I said I was full. I didn't want to eat anymore. And this stuck with me forever. So my sister's full. And she said to me, even though you're full, you just have to keep eating. And it just stayed like that.
Wow.
I can still remember that stayed in my head for years.
Yeah. My father said, even if it does you harm, eat this.
So you were told too. Isn't it crazy?
Even if it does you harm, even if it makes you sick. Better that it does you harm than it goes to waste. That's what he just,
we had
his garbage cans.
Yeah, we had the kids will eat it.
The thing is that you gotta realize is like from each generation, if anybody went through any hardship, they'll project that fear on their kids.
Right. Like you have to eat this. Like we used to eat
spaghetti
sandwiches.
Eat this in case you don't get to eat spaghetti sandwiches.
Oh, you don't know about spaghetti sandwiches? Okay, spaghetti sandwich is old, cold, leftover spaghetti.
Okay.
Sandwiched between 2 pieces of buttered white bread. Yeah. Not regular, not real butter, of course. Margarine. Margarined white bread. Oh yeah.
You know what I would have done? See, I'd be the guy that dressed stuff up. You'd get that cold spaghetti, right? You form it with a cookie cutter, and then you fry it like a burger real quick.
Yeah, and then put it in between. Yeah.
Butter,
Oh yeah, fried
margarine.
Spaghetti with butter. Oh wow. Yeah, we used to eat that all the time.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm
Fried
talking
spaghetti with butter. Hot dogs. We never had hot dog buns. It was always hot dogs on.
Hot dog with the bread.
Yeah. We never had buns.
And
You
then,
were high
and
class,
then they
you
put
had
so
buns.
much ketchup that the whole bread starts turning pink.
Yes.
So it's like you're eating a pink thing with a pink thing. And
Right. So we had similar childhoods. Every time it was always hot dogs and macaroni and cheese and beets. My stepfather was a sadist. Because I hated beets, but I loved macaroni and cheese, and I was not allowed to touch the macaroni and cheese on my plate till I ate the beets.
Wow.
Isn't that terrible?
I don't know. I just don't like beets.
Beets used to make my nose stuffed up, so I was obviously allergic to it.
But they make you eat it anyway?
But I would have to eat it anyway. Well, I couldn't communicate as like a child that my nose was getting stuffed up. He just thought I didn't want to eat my vegetables. I just wanted the macaroni and cheese. But I really just could not tolerate the smell or the taste of beets. I still can't to this day. I don't like beets. But I love borscht.
How does that work out?
First time I had borscht, I was in film school and I was at this guy's house and he was like all romantic. He was probably should have, He was all romantic, yup. He was making a pot of borscht. I walked in the house. He was cute too. He was real cute.
You gotta get some of that borscht.
Yep, exactly. The chicken. I mean, he had the music playing. It was all nice. Yup. We were there to edit a documentary that I had shot. We were there to edit the documentary.
Borscht is not just for lovers anymore.
Yeah, he wanted that. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, all the fiber and beets, and you're gonna,
Borscht for two.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and then probably because I didn't have sex with him, he re-edited the documentary and it totally sucked. It was about horse slaughter.
How do you fuck up a documentary about horse slaughter?
He did.
Well, how do you? What, he's all for it now?
It just the way he edited it. It
then
didn't make
again,
any sense.
we need glue. And,
he changed everything.
In Jersey, they do make steaks out of them.
Yeah. He changed everything of how it was supposed to go.
Have like a scandal when they had some horse meat in it?
Yeah, that was a long time ago. They probably still do because horse meat sells for about $1,000 not per pound, but it is very expensive horse meat.
So how does it wind up in the?
Because it's legal to eat horses in other countries, so people actually will take horses out of your backyard and sell it for meat. They will steal.
But horse meat would be stringy, no?
Well, I mean, probably, but some people will eat it. I mean, that's a lot of meat. That's like 1,200 pounds of meat, and that's all grass fed. I mean, that's like the ultimate grass fed.
I want some
meat.
horse. There you go. That's.
No, you don't.
Yes,
No. Could you imagine those cute? Have you ever been around a horse? Have you ever?
Yeah, actually, I said they're very smart. They understand certain words,
Yeah, candy.
No, I said I was at the Empire Casino with my wife, and we like to go look at the horses. They have the trotters.
Right.
And there was this one guy coming by, and like he's just trotting by before the race and stuff. And this horse looks at me, and I'm like, wow. I said, he's beautiful. And next thing you know, he gets all happy. He starts doing a side step.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, look at this
they
shit.
understand. They know that.
Yeah.
I mean, if I walk into the barn, my sister has 2 horses.
Yeah.
Skip and Ray. Skip's birthday is on Valentine's Day. He just turned 24.
Alright.
Skip is the red one. The red.
So what? You got a little extra candy or something?
No, my sister makes him a heart-shaped carrot cake every year. Yes.
Wow.
And he eats the cake.
Nice.
And the cake is cut up and shared with the other horses, except for her other horse, Ray, doesn't like cake.
He doesn't like
So
cake?
he gets candy. No, he doesn't like cake.
Why he doesn't like cake?
I don't know what's wrong with him. He's crazy. He's crazy. So if I walk in and he's like on the cross ties getting groomed, oh no, he doesn't like that. If I tell him, you're naked, I can see your butt, I can see, ooh, I'm looking, he gets very shy and very pins his ears back. He doesn't like that. But if you're watching him get his blanket taken off,
pretty much all day.
I know, yeah, but he does not like that. And this horse, then there's another horse there that will not pee outside. He will not go to the bathroom in public. He won't. He has to come up and be put back in the stall so he can pee.
Wow.
And he hollers to come. That's how my mom knows to come bring him up, because he has to go to the bathroom.
So you guys got horses and stuff?
Well, my sister has the 2 horses, and then the other horses on the property, some of them are retired race horses. They're owned by someone else. Just my sister owns her 2.
Right.
But yeah, the people that live on the property, they take in retired police horses or race horses that have been retired, because they have race horses. So there's one horse there, and I remember we had the baby. I call her name is Dottie, but I call her Dolly. She was a baby. Imagine trying to wrestle a baby horse. Oh my god, with the long legs.
Yeah.
The long legs. It was pretty funny. But yeah, my horses. My dad was a cowboy, so we had.
Oh, nice. He was a cowboy.
He was a cowboy.
Yeah, I've been totally into the whole cowboy culture lately. I said I Red Dead Redemption video game.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, yippee-ki-yay and all that other stuff, man. It's so much fun. I didn't know that they ate peppermints.
Oh yeah, they love
Horses.
peppermints. They love granola. Don't ever feed. Like, don't just walk up to horses and be like, "Hey, horsey, here's peppermint," because sometimes they shouldn't have it. Like, remember in the movie?
Oh, I wouldn't feed a horse anything. Ever since what was that movie?
That's the movie I was talking about. Half baked.
Half baked.
Butternuts. Buttercup. I didn't know the horse was a diabetic. I didn't know the horse was a diabetic.
Yeah,
oh my God.
But then again, yeah, you shouldn't feed anybody's pet or And I got to meet some really nice police horses.
Oh, the police horses are great.
Yeah, no, they're really cool. I just feel, it's like there's some people who like don't want to see these horse carriages, these hansom cabs and stuff.
I don't like it personally, but to me, if the horse has, most of those people do take care of their horses because it's their livelihood. But a Clydesdale is a 2,500-pound animal, if not more.
Okay.
And you see them walking around and they're very skinny and they don't look very well taken care of, then that's an issue. But a horse that's its job, that's the only thing it's capable of doing.
Yeah.
You have horses that run track, and then you have horses that are hack horses, and then you have horses that pull carriages or horses that work in the field. Those people are here, but the Amish people, when it comes to like abusing animals, ooh,
the Amish abuse animals?
Oh yeah.
Really?
My sister has gone into Pennsylvania and taken horses off the property.
No kidding. I've done shows in Lancaster, and in the morning that whole town just reeks of horse dung.
Yeah, because that's what they do. They use the horse. That's their mode of transportation.
Yeah.
But they don't care about the horses. They don't take care of them.
It's just a beast of burden.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
They don't take care of the horses. It's just the thing that they use.
Do they eat the horse meat?
No, I don't think so. I don't know what that would. You know what? If anything, I think the Amish people should be. If anything, they should be forced to, start doing their share of things. Start paying taxes.
They don't pay taxes?
No.
Why not?
Because they don't.
But they live there. But they don't get any services from the state or anything.
How do we know? They don't have medical insurance. They don't know the doctor. They're just like living there. Is anyone going to do something about this? You want to talk about immigrants? You want to talk about what about the millions of Amish that are all over the country that aren't paying taxes and aren't doing anything?
I didn't know this.
Why? Just because they're wearing a bonnet?
Yeah. I really didn't.
Nobody can touch like the Hasidic Jews too. Same thing. If you knew what went on in the Hasidic community, your head would spin.
Yeah.
People think, oh, it's fine. You're all just no, it's not fine. There's a lot of crazy things that happen in the Amish community, and nobody does anything about it. Amish community, Hasidic Jew communities. There's a lot of crazy things that happen. Like child abuse, murder.
Amish murders.
You never saw the documentary Prime? They have Amazon Prime? It's called One of Us. Or I think it might be on Netflix. It's called One of You and One of Us. Watch it. You'll see. It's pretty horrible.
Right now, I'm getting into that Ted Bundy.
I'm scared to listen to that. Why is everyone so obsessed with Ted Bundy? Why is everyone obsessed? Isn't he dead?
He reminds me of American Psycho. He's like a clean cut.
Well, that's where it was based off of.
Yeah,
American Psycho was based off of somebody like that.
Yeah.
But why are people so obsessed? I don't know who Ted Bundy is. I know he killed a bunch of women.
Well, look, it's just like Jack the Ripper. Jack the Ripper was a very wealthy man. Might have even been one of the royal family.
People say that actually Jack the Ripper was a woman, not a man.
Stop it!
There
Really?
are conspiracy theories out there that Jack the Ripper was a woman and not a man.
And she would know how all the naughty bits are.
Right. And a woman because she was angry at prostitutes and.
But there's not a lot of women serial killers.
That you know of.
Well, they're better at it than men are. There is nothing. No, there is nothing about a serial killer. It's just
You don't know. It's a lot of. There could be women. First of all, women. If the woman was a serial killer, it would be very hard to catch her because women are not seen as a threat.
Yeah.
You would not think That, I mean, they like to say, that's why they went crazy with the whole Eileen Wermos.
My daughter.
Taking a break.
Yeah, we're gonna wind up taking a break. You know what? I think we should take a break. How long have we been on? I don't even know how long we've been on. Take a look.
I don't know, I'm just guessing.
Do you follow us on YouTube?
No, you
Why
didn't tell
don't
me
you
to follow
follow-
anybody.
Follow us on YouTube. We're on YouTube. Just also, all you gotta do is go to HectorLuis.com.
HectorLuis.com.
You can also go to Hector Luis Life on the Edge on YouTube, or just go to our. You can go to the Planet Comedy group. In fact, if you're on Facebook, you should join the Planet Comedy fan group, where there's all kinds of information.
Alright, so which one are we on right now?
Right now we're on Hector Luis Life on the Edge, and I'm answering my daughter. She's great. Okay, she's asking how her kid is.
It's not coming up.
Okay. It's not coming up. Really? Well, actually, they're going to see this. See, because we're not putting it up today. We're going to be putting this up, or we shouldn't even put it up tonight, because most people at home are hanging out because tomorrow's President's Day.
Right. I'm not
Yes.
finding it. Can you type it in for me?
Yes.
Anyway, so like I was saying, women are not seen as a threat, and they tried to have Eileen Wermos be like the first serial killer, but that was just a girl that, you know, a woman that was just killing people for an advantage, taking money, you know, because she felt a certain type of way. It didn't have anything to do with her being a serial killer. She was actually made into a serial killer. If there were female serial killers, you wouldn't know it, because they
How about
just,
the one
women
from
just don't get
Monster?
caught. That's Eileen Wermos.
Oh, that's right.
I don't believe that
Great
she was a
movie.
serial killer. I don't think that. I mean, that was not even like realistic.
Yeah.
I don't think that. I mean, that was not even like realistic. Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, now you hear the echo, 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 echo.
Oh wow. Okay.
Get off of that, get off of that.
Subscribe
Stop
first.
it, stop it.
And subscribe.
It's inside! Ooh, that was a K-hole, boys and girls. When you hear it over and over and over again, and we're flinging poop at you. Ew.
Oh, let's see if I can get it further. No, okay.
Yeah, not at all.
Wow.
In fact, that's the shortest distance out of all of them. That's why that was the chair that made that noise, not me. Okay, so anyway, so I can't believe how much time we devoted to flinging poop.
Yeah, but it was fun because we tried to shoot each other with it. It was just amazing.
Yeah, it was more scary, the thought. And that's the funny thing about fear. The fear of something is greater than the actual object
thing, right? Because it was like, wow, oh my god. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was like the same thing with weight loss surgery. I was like, wow, it's gonna be this big thing, and oh my god. And then I woke up and I was like, oh, it really wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, how long ago have you done this? How long?
And it's in a couple of weeks. It's gonna be 2 months.
2 months. Okay. This is going to be fun because as our episodes go on and on,
You'll see
we're
me shrink.
going to be seeing less and less of you.
Yep.
That's going to be great.
Eventually, I'll just be a skeleton sitting here.
God forbid.
No, I don't know. But yeah, it's been almost 2 months, and people are like, "Wow, 2 months! You must have lost so much weight." I'm like, "Okay, 60 pounds is not a lot when you think about it. So it's it's not that much, but yeah, there's been big differences in it. You know, a lot of things happen, and
Well, you're feeling better. Sure.
feel a lot better.
Yeah. A
Yeah,
little more
I feel
energy.
a lot better. A lot more energy. Well, I actually had a lot more energy come when I was doing the 2-week diet.
Yeah.
You know, when you stop eating certain things, your body responds, pretty well
Right.
to it. You know, without all the carbohydrates and sugar, that's what gets you. You know.
Yeah. Well, I like dipping my carbohydrates in sugar and bacon fat.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Like when I think about the things I used to eat, because that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
I wanted to end those certain addictions to food. And, just getting a craving for something and having to act on it. It was really bad.
See, my issue is when I get stoned.
Oh, I used to eat till I used to make myself throw up when I was stoned.
And I come up, well, that's a bit much, but I come up with ideas. The other night, my son and I, we were discussing the fact that we had Sicilian pizza from the night before. So then what I did was I told myself, like, yo, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fry some bacon the next morning, fry some eggs, right? And I'm gonna put I had some mozzarella, and I put the bacon crumbled up with the eggs scrambled. I put it on there with the cheese to hold everything together on the pizza. Put it in the oven, and
Wow.
and that was breakfast.
Can I just tell you, we are so in sync that I used to think about making a breakfast pizza.
It was delicious.
Giant pancake base.
Okay.
With like cheese and eggs and bacon and sausage, and then more cheese on top with like some sort of like sauce or something like that to make like a breakfast pizza. Like you take the pancake, you roll little sausage links to make the crust.
Fresh fruit.
Yeah, you can put fruit on top of that. Yeah, oh my
Fruit
god, with jelly or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to sit there and think of these things. Probably the grossest thing I ever ate. I was so high one night. I stopped by the deli that is across the street from Eisenhower Park.
Okay.
And I got a Wizard of Ozzy sandwich. Now, for you non-smokers, it was roast beef on a garlic hero with mayonnaise and melted mozzarella. It was the best thing you could ever have.
Okay.
But he also used to put butter on top of the roast beef.
Okay.
And I took a sleeve of king-size Reese's peanut butter cups and put that on top and eat it.
Oh God, yeah, that's not wow. Jeez. Well, I used to drink a 3-liter Pepsi, like it was a 20 ounce.
Oh yeah, no problem. Pints of ice cream washed down with, Ben and Jerry's every night.
Yeah.
I didn't use a spoon, I used Snickers bars as a spoon. I had a problem and I needed to end it.
Wow, I never went that far.
Oh yeah, fat.
Yeah. No, I
used to wait for the ice cream to melt a little bit so it was soft, and I used to use a Snickers bar as a spoon.
Wow.
Yeah, it was bad. That was probably the worst time. Well, that's how I got up to 500 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it happened.
Yeah, but it is a very, very slippery slope. I mean, I
was unhappy. I was depressed. I was in a really bad relationship. I was in a shitty relationship. And, I wasn't happy. When you're not happy, you eat. Yeah.
Wow. No, that's so true. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, we had it's not like cigarettes. You can quit cigarettes because you have to eat.
Well, when you're smoking, you have to smoke too. I mean, I had to quit smoking too right before the surgery. That's why I was glad to get rid of those 2 addictions at once, because I literally had no choice, but I had to stop smoking because they were going to test me.
Yeah.
The last cigarette I ever smoked was when I saw Artie Lang at Governor's. That was the last cigarette I ever smoked. So everybody went out back to talk, and they were like, "Oh, hey, you want a cigarette?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." Smoked a cigarette. Smoked 2 cigarettes that night. That was the last cigarette I ever smoked.
Nice. Yeah.
It was Artie Lang.
Yeah. Cigarettes are not good.
Did you ever smoke cigarettes?
Oh yeah, for years, and I stopped back about 2014. I stopped then, and I started vaping to wean myself off of it.
Yeah, I tried that.
And then I stopped vaping when I got myself down to 0, and then I just felt like an idiot. Right?
Yeah, some people take that stuff way too far. Like, you see, I really don't see people doing it as much.
Big, yeah.
Right, I don't see people doing it as much because I think that people have caught on to the fact. I actually got wet lung from that. I had a lot of fluid built up in my lungs, and I would get this horrible infection in the back of my throat from that. And I just forget it.
Also, there's chemicals in the creamy and chocolate ones, which are my favorites.
Yeah.
That was giving people popcorn lung. There's not a lot of studies into it, but
there
look,
will
man,
be. It's gonna be bad.
all you gotta do is just use it for what I used it and to quit smoking, Now, what gets me is that now if I smell cigarettes, it bothers me.
Yeah, it bothers me too.
Yeah, I smell cigarettes.
Well, sometimes it depends. Like if it's on like a certain type of person, it smells okay. But if it's on somebody who just sits there and smokes one after the next, it's gross.
No.
Like, and I can't really stand the smell of weed on somebody either. Like if I
Really?
smoke weed, no.
Okay.
No, it's fine. But if somebody just like really smoked a lot, and you know, because the reason why I don't like it is because then you realize how bad you smelled back in the day. Because I used to think, for some reason, I used to think that weed didn't make you smell. So we would smoke blunts in the car, like bake out the car for
Well,
hours.
wait a minute. When you smoke blunts, what people are smelling is not the weed; they're smelling the cigar.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an entirely
Right, that's
different
something
ball of
totally
wax.
different,
Yeah.
yes. But we used to think, like, I don't know how we didn't get arrested more back in the 90s, because literally one time me and my friend, we were sitting in my car, and I just smoked this raspberry, you know, the wraps, blunt
Yeah,
wraps? I just smoked this raspberry blunt wrap. I was with my friend who didn't smoke weed, and all of a sudden we see this spotlight coming down the street.
Oh.
Fuck! So I threw the blunt out the window.
Yeah.
We dipped the seats back, like, all right, maybe he won't see us. So next thing we know, there's a cop next to us, a huge spotlight. The pot smoke is wafting in his face, because you know how it lingers? It
Yeah.
was wafting in his face, and he's like, oh, ladies, what are you doing? And I'm like, the car
Lying to you.
Right, I'm like, the car overheated, we're gonna leave in a couple minutes. So he was like, okay, meanwhile, my friend is flipping out. I'm like, just shut up.
Yeah, just relax.
Just relax, it's
Yeah.
fine. Okay, she's like, I'm having heart palpitations.
Uh-huh.
And the next thing I know, he leaves or whatever, and she's like throwing up in her seat. And then we left. We got out of there as fast as possible, and we came back the next day and found the blunt and smoked it.
Nice.
It was still there. It was big. It was like this big.
Nice.
I just lit it up.
Sheesh. Yeah. Well, you know what? I like this edition of Planet Comedy. I'm gonna call this the HEC and KRIS edition, only because we didn't have to get up. Did I have to get up to fix anything?
Not this time.
Not this time. I kind of like that.
At least we know that it was recording the whole time. Did you actually know it wasn't recording the whole time?
We just had a great.
And it was like
conversation.
there was like an app advertisement that like froze it. Like happened to me the other day when my alarm went off, and I was trying to like do like this segment of making fun of people for not coming, for like the excuses that people make for not coming to your comedy show. They were actually pretty good, and I didn't realize that it shut off the recording when the alarm went off.
Yeah.
And I was like,
These things happen.
so that's why I made a video instead.
Well, you know what? I want to thank you, Kristen,
Thank you,
for
everyone.
joining me for another edition of Planet Comedy. And thank you for joining in. And yeah, if you have any questions, comments, if you want to criticize us, please feel free to go fuck yourselves.
Yes.
But if not, you can go to planetcomedy@gmail.com or just go to hectorluis.com. And yeah, we got some big stuff coming up for Planet Comedy and some announcements in the next coming weeks. So.
Oh, I feel like it smells. Does it?
No, it smells like.
Polyurethane?
No, it smells like some kind of like lemon pledge.
Lemon pledge?
Yeah, it smells like some kind of plasticky lemon pledge.
Oh my god, it does smell like lemon. Oh wow. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
But if it smells like lemon, does that mean that you were supposed to eat it? Fill it up with ice cream and suck it out?
Oh no.
It's hollow on the
Yeah,
inside.
no, you don't want that.
Alright.
Anyway, on that note, have a good night, folks. Thank you so much
Bye.
for watching. And yeah, we're out of here. Planet Cup.
I'm telling you, the batteries are dead in that remote.
Buenos nachos, everybody.
Yes, nachos.
Nachos.
How do you get new batteries? What kind of batteries is it?
It's one of those watch batteries.
Oh, the unobtainable watch battery. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That sucks. Are you on live?
Still.
Yeah, it is bad. Oh, it works.
Oh.
Wow.
All right. Cool.